Cardano might be breaking out very soon, and that's because of this chart here, the relative valuation of Cardano to Ethereum. Now, why do we want to look at this relative to Ethereum, not just in US dollars or relative to Bitcoin? That's because there is very high correlation between Ethereum and Cardano. So they tend to move in the same direction at the same time. When Ethereum goes up, Cardano tends to go up as well, and vice versa. Because in the end, these are comparable products, right? These are both smart contract platforms, both layer 1 competitors. And so the correlation is high. And so the relative valuation is very interesting. And this tends to be in a trading range. And currently, Cardano relative to Ethereum is very, very low. So this is interesting. The potential upside from here to the top is almost 370%. Now there's another interesting fact, and that's the best moving averages for Cardano. So in this channel, we always backtest moving averages. We try to figure out what's the best indicator for figuring out when should we rather buy or when should we rather sell. You can take all kinds of moving averages. We do backtests, we do simulations of buying and selling to find out what duration for a moving average is the best. Now what we see in this chart is the Cardano price, the best exponential moving average in red and the best simple moving average in turquoise. And historically, especially the simple moving average worked very well in figuring out, are we currently in a bear market or in a bull market. This is the best duration for Cardano. It's the 137 day. So we've backtested all kinds of moving averages, all kinds of altcoins, tried to find out between the 2-day and the 200-day what historically worked best in the past. And if you want to get your moving average backtested, feel free to check out the premium membership. So any altcoin can be backtested that has some kind of history. Those are the ones we have so far analyzed. So with Cardano, we have crossed that simple moving average. So let's take away the EMA. We have crossed the simple moving average in January of this year. Then we have been hovering around. Now there is a support at roughly 36 cents. So if you can stay above this, then this might actually be a positive sign. Now, not everything is rosy, right? This wouldn't be the Bitcoin strategy channel if we don't look at relative valuation to Bitcoin and if we don't try to find out objectively where the price might be going. And so we have to look at the ugly charts as well. And one of those uglier charts is Cardano relative to Bitcoin. There's also a sideways trading range similar to Ethereum, but here we are nowhere near the bottom. So again, as comparison, this is ADA to Ethereum, this is ADA to Bitcoin. And it is in a relatively constant underperformance since May or June of 2021. The potential downside here is another 67% in losses. The potential upside is 350% though. So that's simply, even though this looks like it's in the middle, it's simply because this is a logarithmic scale, right? Once we look at this linearly, we can actually see risk versus potential reward. If you really see these tops again, isn't really that bad. But still, versus Bitcoin, this chart is by no means as nice as versus Ethereum. Another way to look at this is at the Cardano dominance. So what's that? That looks at how much of cryptocurrency's overall market cap is currently locked up in Cardano. Or in other words, how important is Cardano in the grand scheme of things? Is Cardano taking up more share of the entire crypto space? How is this developing over time? This is the Cardano dominance, currently at 1.14%. And unfortunately, also not yet at historical bottoms. The bottom is rather at 0.42%. So what do we make from all of this? I think one approach is to still try to catch this bottom, but to set a pretty tight stop loss. So if we are really turning around versus Ethereum, then this is a nice potential rally. The same is true in the US dollar chart, right? If we simply keep this support at 36 cents, then a next rally would be very, very interesting. But it is somewhat of a gamble, right? Making too strong of a bet here is risky. Overall, the altcoins are not yet outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. We do see a few select meme coins having these massive rallies, but overall, if we just look at, for example, Total 3. So Total 3 is cryptocurrency's altcoin market cap. So that's the market cap of everything but Bitcoin and Ethereum. And we put this in relation to the entire cryptocurrency market cap. We see altcoins still tend to rather go down. Everything but Bitcoin and Ethereum is currently at 32%. And this is very different to, for example, the altcoin rotation that we have seen, right? After Bitcoin rallied to roughly 40K, we saw altcoins outperforming by 160% versus Bitcoin and ETH. So it's a short-term potential opportunity. There is a chance that ADA turns around. I wouldn't bet the farm on it, but if you like ADA, fundamentally speaking, it might make sense to place a small bet. I've already talked about the premium membership with its best moving averages. There are way more benefits. Feel free to check those out. Those come in the next video over here. Looking forward to see you in that video, and thanks for watching this one. Bye-bye.